Welcome back to Find Love or Die Trying. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Artemis. Got a minute? I want to make Yui and Ali jealous. It'll be good for ratings. Sorry, what? You're no fun. Anyway. She opened the door to my room and walked inside. I followed suit. I've got some good news. I'm all ears. Turns out my strategy worked. We've got enough ratings to avoid early canning. Don't get me wrong, people loved it when you and Yui were the main ship, but now with Ali as some serious competition, let's just say online threads went from optimistic and united to downright murderous. Well, I'm glad to hear that I get to live another day. For now at least, but that'll change quickly if our viewers don't feel like your relationships with both of them are progressing. Kat laughed and took a seat on my bed. You know, I'm curious how you're feeling about Yui and Ali. Between those two, do you have a favorite? I have to pick? I don't know. Yui because I get to know things about my past, sort of. I think I have a better connection with Yui right now. It's Yui, you know? It's practically self-explanatory. She's the best. Aha! I had a feeling you'd say that. And you're right to say that. Well, we'll see where things go with Yui. Something tells me you'll get a chance to hang out with her again tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Artemis. Good night, Kat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. I see waves crash soundlessly against the shore and dissolve to nothing before they reach my feet. This must be my dream. She's next to me. I can't make out her face, or even her voice, but I know it's her. The way the pale moonlight dances in her hair is so nostalgic. You look like you've seen a ghost, Artemis. You. Somehow I can't see your face nor hear your voice, but I know it's you. I'm fine, don't worry about it. I hear my own voice speaking, as if it were coming through an old cassette. Are you thinking about what's going on out there now? $10 said it's better on this side. Out there, every day's a fight to stay alive. Here, at least, there's food, shelter, a place to call home, and most importantly, high-speed and unlimited internet. I reach for her hand and hold it tight. And people that love you. I know. And I love you too. I know how lucky I am to be here, but I still want to see the other side. Why? You wouldn't survive a day out there. Same goes for me. Because it's real. It's real life. Where things happen that aren't planned by some producer, where living isn't just following a script. I'd do anything for just a taste of it. We've been over this. I know. I'm just so tired of this. What the heck are we doing here, Artemis? I felt the same way she did, but there was nothing we could do. Not if we valued our lives. There's no escaping from here alive. We're living another day. But what are we living for? I sighed. You really want to see the other side that badly? Yes. I laughed. When she had that look in her eye, I knew there was no convincing her otherwise. Even if she had to go alone, she'd see it through. And I loved her for that. I guess you'll owe me $10 pretty soon. She laughed. You'll be the judge of that. Episode 3, take a chance! Oh my gosh, I heard what happened yesterday. Are you okay? No worries, I'm good. Thanks, Yui. I'm so relieved. Should you not be resting after yesterday? Nah, no need. I've only got a few scrapes and bruises. I'm surprised both of you aren't dead after what you pulled. Believe me too. Wait, what? I mean, no worries, Scarlet. I've been rollerblading for longer than most people have ever. Technically, that's probably true, but you should teach us how to rollerblade, Ali. It seems like it'd be fun. You sure, Tara? I feel like that might not be a good idea. What's the worst that could happen? I like your attitude, girl. Come on, let's hit the road. Ali grabbed Tara's hand, pulled her away. Sometime later. Hey, Tara, how was skating? There's no words. I think Ali broke Tara. Scarlet waved her hands frantically in front of Tara's face, as if to check if anyone was still in there. Tara, you in there? Hey Tara, the internet's back. I guess nobody's home. Is there a medic on the island? Luckily, Tara was fine. After that, After that was resolved, we spent the rest of the morning playing video games as therapy for Tara. She still doesn't remember a thing about what happened. What did you see, Tara? I guess we'll never know. I figure it's about time to talk with Cat about my next date, but I felt a tap on my back. Cat, is that? I turned around, and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was. Cat? No, this is Ali. Ah, sorry Ali, what's up? She looked to see if anyone else was around before she spoke. Have you noticed anything weird lately? What do you mean? Don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun on our date earlier, but something about this show is weird. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, you know, 'cause it's gorgeous and all. But after I got there, I must have dozed off for a minute. Taking a nap in a forest at night? You're braver than most, Allie. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room, on my bed. And I swear, I don't even remember ever walking back. Huh, that sounds pretty crazy if it really happened. You sure you didn't just have a weird dream? Now that you mention it, I tried Scarlett's cooking for fun last night. That was a big mistake. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but did you notice anything strange happen last night? I don't think so. It was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Kat in my room, but that was it. Dang, 5 girls a date wasn't enough, huh? Sorry, couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I'll just be staying away from Scarlett's cooking and chalk it up to a weird dream. Thanks for listening, Artemis. It's my pleasure, Allie. See you later. She ran off just as fast as she had come initially. Someone's in a hurry. Hey, Kat, I was looking for you. Afternoon, Artemis. Same here. I wanted to ask, did you guys do anything last night to Allie? Not that I know of. Our staff leaves the cast alone at night. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Kat's been honest with me so far about everything. What? Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for Phase 2. You've done pretty decently with setting up Yui and Allie as your soulmate candidates. People are eating it up. The romance, whatever. More importantly, every time they're on screen, we get one heck of a ratings boost. From here on out, you're only going to be going on dates with either of them. That'll be your best bet to get out of here alive. That sound good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page as always, Artemis. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? Ha ha ha. I guess I'd like to spend today with, should they take turns, or should I... Allie. Really now? I'm surprised, considering how you KO'd yourself last time. But that's none of my business. We'll start filming down at the beach. See you there. Howdy, Artemis. You ready for round 2? I figured you might want to hang out somewhere where rollerblades don't work. Aw, I spent all night dreaming of the next chance I could use those 2 little death machines. And I think you'll love what I've got in store today. There's no wheels where we're going. What do you mean? You'll see. Follow me. First I'm gonna need you to close your eyes. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Nothing to worry about, Artemis. I'll be right next to you the whole time. Because that's always gone well. Hasn't it? Allie moved behind me and covered my eyes with her hands. Now let's just keep walking forward. Trust me. Right. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't somewhat enjoying this. My heart skipped a beat when she wrapped her arms around me. I cautiously took step after step forward. First, I felt dirt, then sand, then water. Are you trying to make me drown myself? Of course not. Though I have to admit that this does look a lot like how they killed people back in the day. You're gonna want to take a really high step forward next, or it's gonna hurt. I raised my right leg as high as I could, then stepped forward. Something clanged, like metal. Next, I brought over my left leg. Keep your eyes closed for just a second longer. I just gotta do one thing. Allie let go of me and took a few steps forward. Brace yourself. Wait, what? I was knocked off my feet by the sudden movement, and I opened my eyes on reflex. Water sprayed onto my body as I struggled to regain my balance. All aboard the SS St. Allie. When and where did you get a boat? Pretty cool, right? I found this baby in the back of the mansion this morning. You just found it? Anyway, I asked Kat if I could take it for a spin. She said that as long as we stay within a few clicks of the island, we're good, or the engine will shut off automatically. So I thought, why not have a little joyride around the island? Sure, that sounds fun. I do like the sound of that. And away we go! We cruised around the island for a while, taking note of the different buildings covering the island. The mansion seemed so small from way out here. Hours flew by as we cruised around. Allie took a deep breath and sighed. You okay, Allie? You don't seem as chipper as usual. I guess I'm a little homesick. It's nothing to do with you, promise. I'm just worried about my old man. I'm sorry, wasn't your father? Ah, yeah, he's long gone. You know the old story about New Asia. I'm talking about Lucas. He was a good friend of my dad's, and he's taking care of me and a whole lot of other kids. Sounds like a cool dude. You sure have a way with words, don't you, Artemis? I don't dwell much on the past, it just slows you down. I couldn't agree more. Is that the amnesia talking? Who knows? She laughed as she put her hand tenderly against my cheek. I'm worried that he'll get himself into trouble if I'm not around to keep him in check. What's he like? Let's just say that a lot of how I act is from him, but I'm much more restrained. If you're like this, I guess I wouldn't survive even a single day hanging out with him. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing at all. Allie made a sharp turn. The sudden force almost threw me out of the boat. Hey, what was that for? Oh, nothing at all. I couldn't help but smile at her. She was practically shining when she had that devilish grin. I'm sure he's doing just fine, Allie. He's probably watching right now just to make sure you're safe. You're probably right now that I think about it. He always wastes the day watching bad reality TV shows. Which gives me an idea. What's that? With one hand on the wheel, Allie turned to me and kissed me on the lips. I kissed her back. It felt like lightning was running through my veins. The boat started to rock back and forth more and more uncontrollably, but we didn't stop. That's gonna give Lucas a heart attack. Seriously, what kind of father lets their daughter go on a trashy show like this? I couldn't help but laugh. Eh, whatever, it's been a fun ride so far. And here's to the next one with you, Artemis. She kissed me again, sending the boat into an erratic frenzy. We spent the rest of the day together, cruising around on the boat till we ran out of daylight. I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on my door. Hey, Cat. I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Sorry about that. I got tied up in some things. Is everything okay? Good as always. Care to join me for a walk? Sure, that sounds nice. Then away we go. We walked at a relaxed pace, with Cat slightly ahead, leading the way. So how you feeling about day 3, Artemis? You still feeling Yui? I'm not sure. Yui's a great girl, but I don't know if I'd call her my favorite. Really? Dang, you sure changed your mind quickly, Artemis. I feel like anyone who has to date you is in for a nasty surprise. Hey, I've only just gotten to know each of them. Isn't it natural for things to change up quickly this early on? I guess so, but that's not what the internet will think. But that's not my problem. Well, I'm happy you've got at least one girl you're really interested in, but it helps you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow, you'll be going on a date with your other soulmate candidate instead. Let's milk this love triangle for all it's worth. Sound good to you? I'm noticing a pattern in making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. None of us really have a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I gotta get back to editing today's footage. You ready to head back to the mansion? Sounds good to me. We walked back in comfortable silence. Night. See you later, Cat. If we get caught trying to escape, there's no telling what would happen to us. It's a chance we have to take. I know, but we need to know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone by now, Artemis. We'll be fine. I'm not so sure. Damien's brought in that scientist for his latest experiment. All I've heard is she's the one who built the prototype. The one Damien used to turn 6 into a vegetable. Not to mention the old test audiences, too. I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now, and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught... I get what you're trying to say. Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You didn't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by, but every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. The second go. Except, we're gonna end this episode off here.